honestly. Not well. It's because there's not much around the track. It gets a little sketchy on the north, well, outside of 1 and 2. Like, past the parking lot that's back there, and behind the drag strip main grandstand. It's a little
Just
sketchy
got
looking over
shot
there.
up in the air.
You guys go to NASCAR races?
Obviously.
Huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
What NASCAR races you guys go to?
One's close to us. Yeah.
Alright, you guys are giving me very vague answers.
Nashville, Talladega.
Yeah, you go to Talladega?
Yes.
Me too.
Mid.
I have to go next year.
I love Talladega.
I need to go to Bristol.
Oh my god, dude, I miss going to Bristol. Bristol was the first race I ever went to. My dad used to have season tickets to the night race. All the way back in the 90s. He used to go back in the 90s.
Although, what happened to the actual, like...
Yeah, Talladega's something else. We camp when we go to Talladega.
What's happened to the actual spectate function? The fans.
It's working, but like in qualifying it wasn't. I just hope it doesn't break, because then we'd be forced to use free cam the whole time.
Holy shit, Justin Pecker.
Anyways, I think we're streaming right now. I'm not sure.
I have not seen the YouTube link.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
guys have
posted.
you guys have an actual, do you guys actually use your pace cars?
They got the Espionage sponsor to sponsor the pace car. Kind of wild.
I'm trying to learn these drivers here.
Alrighty. Since we got a newbie here in the broadcast booth, he's not familiar with the drivers. I think I should go over the starting lineup real quick.
I'll let you. I know Kyle Turkzak, but
Alrighty, so our starting lineup here at Worldwide Technology Raceway, we got Kyle Turzak racing for Pelham Motorsports, I believe. He's on pole. He's got a new paint scheme this week. Pretty nice, actually. Lime Snatcher, familiar face up front. He's starting to gain a little bit of momentum. I think he's been getting better and better throughout the season. And we have a familiar face in the number 62. It's Gavin Israel, who usually does these broadcasts, but he is in this number 62 machine in third, ready to go. And look who it is in fourth, Mr. Christopher Lilly, the owner of the league. He is not done yet. He just keeps rallying on to victories. Behind him, this is a surprise to be sure, GDH. Not much to say about him, but terrible paint scheme. Get that out of my sight. Nebulon Discovery, former race winner at Talladega. That was our last race winner, as a matter of fact. Nice paint scheme. I think he's going to be good today, and we'll see what happens with him. And we got Brandon Delpino behind him in the Alaska Airlines machine. That is a really nice car. We don't see much of Brandon Delpino anymore, but it's nice to see him again. Behind him, 8-Bit Racing's Zach the NASCAR. He is back in action again this week. He had a little bit of a bad finish at Talladega, but he's on a little bit of good momentum streak right now, so we'll see how he does. Then we got Dunn the Deuce behind him. I'll never forgive you for what you did to me at Talladega the Duels, but as a nice looking pace scheme. Then we got this Esper fellow who literally just got signed in the Visigotta machine. Really nice pace scheme, pretty fresh indeed. But he's quite new to this, so we'll see how he does. I think he's new. Anyways. Oh, my fault. Old guy. Anyways, Dylan Fox. He's back. He's racing again. Yes, I'm not even going to say anything else. Shadowy Bolt for Rez's team, I believe. He is back in action for once. Then we got Fly Away and the Jordan Machine. And Ethan Does Gaming, who's surprisingly in the back for his speed. Then we got CC, who's also surprisingly in the back. I believe he got second in a truck race yesterday, and a photo finished with none other than Christopher Lilly. And to round out the field, we got the number 67 Halloween Machine. It's far too late for that, buddy. Nikki B Familiar face indeed. Get back into cut, buddy. Anyways, that will round out your grid today at Gateway. We will see what unfolds.
If you're gonna play like that, you better have shockwaves to finish the job. So apparently Per Year Tanklands is an actual sponsor and not like a fake thing. Also, the front bumper and the sides are not lined up whatsoever on this game. Actually, I'm going to turn on the Truck Championship. I'm going to watch it in the background. It's not even on. There's some rally thing happening. Anyways. Green flag is out. You wouldn't know it based off what they're doing in the back. And Kyle Terzak can lead them into turn 1. He maintains the lead all throughout. First 2 turns. Gavin moves up to second. They're a little bit spread out in the back. CC is wrecking in the back. And through turn 4, Terzak leads lap 1.
Kyle Terzak rumbling into turn 1. And that is Gavin Israel in second with Chris Lilly sliding behind, and there is a dogfight for fourth.
Y'all actually jumped out to a
Got
pretty
one
good
around.
lead there.
Done the Deuce is around in the back.
He's going backwards.
And he
Still spinning
to the infield.
Does look like Gavin's way better here on corner exit. Here he gained a little bit of time on Kyle at a 1 or at a 2, and this time he gains a lot of time out of 4.
Side he goes to the inside. He's not clear.
Oh,
not
man.
Quite clear.
Kyle got back to the gas quite a bit quicker.
It's Nebula and Chris is fighting.
Can Gavin get back on the gas? Kyle Terzak right there. They're dead even coming to the line.
Dead even, but I think Gavin led that lap.
Yeah, that was a very close battle here. We'll see what he does here. He'll clear him. Will he get the bull away? No, he won't. Gavin's going to come right back to the inside and take.
For the crossover. He's not clear, though. And here he comes to the inside again. Kyle Terzak putting on the pressure, showing his muscle early on. But they collide.
Kind of surprised it took him
we got
that
a wreck
long
in the
to
back.
collide. Think they got it all figured out.
Discovery. Sends it in on Christopher Lilly. Almost spun around, but he held on to it.
Someone is riding the wall backwards. That is going to get them a penalty.
Yep.
I think that's the 97 of Cobalt.
Gavin to the inside. Door bangs the 51 off exit. They're going to rumble into turn 1 yet again, side by side.
I think Gavin tried to take that momentum away from Kyle off the corner there, and it didn't really work. And this time it's
nice little crossover. Gavin's going to look for more entering turn 3. He's right on the bottom. He's ripping it off exit as they are going to be side by side coming to the line near dead even as Gavin has just the nose out front.
I don't think there's any draft on these cars since these are the New Hampshire setups, so...
No.
Well,
Gavin,
if you want to give him a little bit of a bump,
finally
62 is clear, yes.
All this is happening with these two leaders here, Gavin and Kyle, and that's giving Chris Lilly enough time to catch up to these guys. It's a 3-car fight here for this lead.
Yes, he's all over the back bumper, that 51, as a matter of fact. He can make a move as early as turn 1.
He'll stay in line, just follow him into the corner, give him a little stunt.
Gave him a nudge, but Kyle Terzak holds on.
I think he can be patient here trying to make the pass because he knows he's faster.
I think since Gavin finally took the lead there, he might start pulling away. I do believe he's got a little bit of a faster car than these other guys.
Christopher Lilly still putting on the pressure on Kyle Terzak. He's taking it easy, as it seems. We know he's one of the very best, if not the best in the business. Meanwhile, Nebula and Discovery holding his own in fourth. And fifth is Lime Snatcher, I believe, on an island by himself as well.
Yeah,
Gavin, who can...
he's a little bit further back there.
Gavin continues to lead. He's getting these nice runs off exit. Kyle Turzak is right there. He's gaining just a little bit, but Gavin is bad fast out there.
Oh my goodness! Here, the 8 car down the back straightaway.
And here comes Chris Lilly to the inside on the front straightaway. Kyle Turzak was all over the apron, and that messed up his corner, slowed him down big time. That allowed Christopher Lilly to take advantage. What can he do with him out of 2?
Oh, man.
Hard racing. He's all over the back bumper as he slots in behind him now. This allows Gavin to pull away. And Chris Lilly's going to dive in deep. He's on the apron just like Kyle Turzak was. This will not give him any dividends, and Kyle Turzak is happy to see that.
That's going to hurt him actually a little bit, so Kyle's going to get a little bit of a breathing room.
Nebula Discovery! He sent it in on Chris Lilly. They both save it, but this will damage the gap between the 51 and 62.
Man, oh man, what a move by the 15.
I don't know if he was lagging or what. He said he was having lag issues during Talladega, all voice chat, but either way, that will be costly for the both of them. Meanwhile, Esper, and I believe his comeback, I'm not sure if this is his first start. I doubt it is. He's in 5th in the Visit Ghana machine, but he's up in the wall. That's Ethan Does Gaming now.
Ethan's come from the back in this one. He started quite a ways back there. He talked about that in the for the pace laps. Not a good qualifying, and look at him now, up to 5th.
Yeah, I believe he started 14th, something like that, and now he's up to 5th, and maybe he can hound down these leaders. Lime Snatcher putting on the pressure on Esper. Can't do anything with him that time. I believe... Go ahead.
Yeah, the lead for Gavin, though, is kind of just... Whoa, actually, Gavin got a little loose on him.
Yeah, he got loose. He's going to have a bad entry. Oh! He's up into the wall. Kyle Turzak is going to look to the inside. He's got the lead off of 2.
Wow. And Chris is starting to catch up again.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Chris Lilly is driving in deep right here into turn 3, but it is paying dividends. He is catching the both of them.
This is Esper's first start since season 3.
Fantastic by Esper.
First,
yeah. Oh, man.
Here comes a 51 again.
51's going to let him have it, but what will unfold here in turns 3? It's going to take a peek to the inside. Alrighty.
Okay, so we're watching Gavin Israel, or Gavin Ra, because he's no longer endorsed by the country of Israel after certain actions, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh!
And Turzak.
Turzak gave him a little door slam, and that did not help him whatsoever. He's falling back to 3rd, and here comes Chris Lilly. Who else?
I was just about to say, Chris.
Oh!
Catching up on these guys.
He got a wall pop. They're side by side.
Man. They'll try to cross over.
Here comes Kyle Turzak. 53 got a little bit of a run.
Here comes a 15.
Man, oh man. Battle for the lead's been basically non-stop most of this race so far.
And look, but Nebula Discovery is coming. And the 53 and 62 had contact, and the 53 got a punt by the 51 of Kyle Turzak. It is a dogfight out there.
Oh, right back underneath them.
Oh! And Lilly. The 53 is hard into the wall.
Boy, oh boy, that's a big break for Gavin.
I think Gavin's just got to take it easy right now because these 3 are out for each other. I don't think that's on purpose, but man. Never mind. Nearly come on, Gavin again. Chris Lilly taking a look to the inside. Not going to do anything for him. Here comes Nebula Discovery on the outside. What can he do with him?
Well, each time one of these guys gets right up there on the back of Gavin, they make a little mistake and then have to regroup. You're right. To figure that out. Oh, big shunt.
Oh, that may have helped the 51 of Kyle Terzak. But here comes Chris Lilly to the inside. He punts a bit to the wall. He's clear of the 51.
Clear of the 51, and here comes the 53 back underneath. He's going to try to... 51 full sends him.
And that's going to
screw up the 62, though.
Yep, and that'll catapult Chris Lilly to P1. But there is a spinning 8-car GDH. He will go a lap down.
This guy
He nearly caused an LCI there.
Yeah,
that would have been a disaster. And that would have been a yellow.
Yeah, it would have been a bite block 2.0.
Field for the most part here is spread out here. There is, besides the top 4, there's a few 2-car battles around the track, but otherwise the field is mainly spread out. We do have a car down pit road, though.
It's Chris Lilly who continues to lead this one, but we have Kyle Terzak and Gavin behind him. Both are hungry for this lead. They've been hounding it all day long so far.
You got to be thinking Gavin didn't really get a say in him getting shunted out of the way, so I think he wants to put his 2 cents in back up for this battle for the lead.
Yeah, he got kind of bullied by the 53 and 51 in turn 3, and that just kind of sent him back to 3rd. And he's got pressure from Nebulin from behind. Don't look now. I think Ethan might be catching up to these guys just a hair.
Mickey has also gone a lap down.
51 took a look to the inside, but he got all on that curb, and that destroyed his corner. Chris Lilly will love to see that and pull away.
Yeah, we'll take a look here at these intervals here in this next lap here to see if Ethan is catching up. We talked about him starting 14th, making it all the way up to 5th, and we'll see if he'd go for a little bit more. Battle for second.
62 underneath. Clears him.
I think Ethan's one of the best drivers in this division, and I think he could be something special in Division 1 if he had a chance, but here he is in 5th. I think he's starting to catch these guys. But you notice he's got that wall pop. Is that helping him?
Did not lose or gain much on that last lap. Whoa, Kyle really low there to 3 and 4.
Kyle's been very aggressive with that all race long up to this point. I got to hand it to Nebulin, though. This is I think, only his 2nd or 3rd start since he's been signed to that machine, and he's already got a win under his belt, and he's running P4 holding his own right now. He's just been lurking behind this 3-car battle the whole time. And Ethan, don't look now. I don't know what the 15 is doing. Nebulin, as soon as I say him, he is coming into the pits, I believe. Yes. Interesting. So green flag pit stops must be upon us.
Well, the top 5 here before this green flag pit stops was Chris, Gavin, Kyle, Nebulon, and Ethan. We'll see how they come out after pit stops. Ethan has slowly caught up, gained about 2/10 these last couple laps. We'll see this time, and that stalls out there. So we'll see though if he could do anything.
Ethan got in the wall big time right there. That's not gonna help him.
Esper's also not too terribly far back. Those guys are all in the same straightaway about. So, and with the way these guys have been battling for the lead, anything's possible. I feel like if there's one little mistake.
And don't forget, there's stage points up for grabs for the top 5 positions. So, all those who are holding on to those positions will get stage points as of now. As we have a battle for 2nd place, I think Gavin concedes that spot to Kyle Terzak. He does. Kyle sends it in there. He should be able to maintain the position off for 4. He does.
Those two have been battling the most today.
Yeah, they've been going at it since the drop of the green flag. And Chris Lilly, he is just out on a cruise at the moment. He's got a 0.8 second advantage right now. 0.8. Looks like the 24 is coming into the pits as well. Interesting to see that Nebulin pitted so early. He might be on another strategy compared to the others.
Exactly what the fuel mileage is.
I'm not exactly sure, but it should be around 30 laps. So I think these guys should be pitting anytime now. And that number 53 machine continues to put time on the
Here,
guys behind him.
I'll ask Ethan if we can get a fuel check here.
Be useful data.
Battle up front here is kind of stalled out now. I think they're getting ready to head down the pit road. You don't want to be battling someone while heading down the pit road and cause an issue there.
Low. He says low, so... Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to make it one. What I'm thinking is that guy like Nebulon, where is he?
He is currently scored 13th, I believe. Yes.
So he's on fresh tires at this moment. Fresher tires than everybody else. And from what I gathered during testing, new tires are very good at this track. So what I imagine he did was he pit a little bit early to try to split the stage so he would get some time in clean air on fresh tires so he can maybe, I don't know, gain more time.
And maybe squeak out some more stage points.
Because he is currently... Let me look up.
Gavin's looking to the inside. He is heading to the pit road.
Gavin is pitting.
Second
He's
of our top
sliding.
5 guys.
Not really a good entry, but...
CC has the signal to come and pit as well. He is entering the pits as well. But it does sound good.
Yeah, for Nebulon, stage points are very important because he's 18 back of the playoff bubble. But so is Turzak. Turzak is on the playoff bubble at 3 over, so...
Chris Lilly right behind the number 18 machine of Zach, the NASCAR AP racing driver. He is fixing to go a lap down.
There's a 44.
53 is looking to the inside. I'm pretty sure the 18's going to let him have it. He does.
The 18's a lap down, so he really shouldn't be racing the 53 super hard here unless he's trying to get back on the lead lap. And the 53 is going to be red.
And the 51 is joining him.
Oh no, the 8 car missed the pits.
Oh, the 51.
Oh, 51 damn near hit the 53. That's not going to be a good entry for him.
Bad for him. Ethan
So
stays
Ethan now
out.
currently pitting. So Gavin can't
either.
So I'm wondering to see where Gavin comes out relative to Chris here.
Ethan's coming in. Ethan's coming in. So I think mostly everybody would have pitted by now.
There's a pretty quick pit stop there. He'll come back
The
out
53
here.
comes out way ahead. I think he took out 2 tires.
Yeah, the 51 had a terrible entry, and that also cost
51
him
had a bad
bunch of
entry. That's going to
time.
put the 62 ahead.
So much loss by the 51 right there of Kyle Turzak.
Now Ethan's coming out, and right there, he gains a lot of time. He actually might come out second. I think
They
he
might
Be
is.
a penalty.
Yeah, they might look into that pit
Freeze.
exit.
He said freeze, so who knows, right? He could be bullshitting.
OJC said all good, so.
Wow,
Either
that
way.
didn't switch up.
That is
My
big
guess is
time
that
gain.
my guess is that Chris and Ethan took 2 tires, and everybody else behind them took
4.
yeah.
I'm going to be trying to see here what that'll do here. 10 laps till the stage.
Kyle Turzak is still in position for stage points. He's running P4, though. I don't think he's happy about losing P3 to Gavin after pit stop troubles. But he's not too far behind number 62 machine.
Nebulon's got Esper right behind him. That is the battle for the 5th position.
And that is
Chris
the final stage point.
Chris has lost a massive amount of time.
He
He got
has.
wall flung, apparently, with 10 laps to go.
You
Though it
also
hasn't
gotta look
cost
at-
him the lead.
There are 4 lap cars between Ethan in 2nd and Gavin in 3rd. But there's no lap cars between the top 2 here.
And speaking of lap cars, they are.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's the number 97.
If
of Dylan
anything, that
Fox.
might have helped them. That
Yeah,
might
Yeah,
have
it might have helped
them
him.
more.
Gave him more
Corner
turn
better.
off exit. Now, it will be interesting to see if the 4 of Ethan Does Gaming can do anything with Mr. Christopher Lilly.
Does it gain time?
I'll tell you this much: he's gaining.
Yeah, just a little bit, little by little.
Former Uprise Racing driver, he was formerly employed by Chris Lilly, the owner of ASCA. Can he race his former boss to get first place? It's not out of the question.
I think he's, well, that time.
Oh, Kyle Terzak. He sent it in on a 62. They're both fine, but it did not work out for him.
I think Ethan's better in 3 and 4 than Chris is, but they're about even in 1 and 2. But he's definitely better in 3 and 4 than he is.
He's getting a little bit of help from a lap car. That's Dylan Fox, and it'll slow him down because he got curb.
Yep, got too much help. Almost does it again too.
Yeah, he's throwing it in there. It's not helping.
Now, with all this happening, those 4 lap cars are now
still separating the number 62 and the number 4.
Yeah, and they are right. Like, oh man,
they are 3 wide, and Gavin's hit.
Boy, oh boy.
And Kyle Terzak is looking to the inside. He's going to get a big run. He passes Gavin. Wow.
Gavin had to get out of the gas a lot because of all that happening down the front.
And that entirely screwed up his corner. And he's still battling with the number 44, and he's just going to concede. He knows. Meanwhile, look up front.
Yep, just about to say, Ethan, these last 2 laps here has really come to life, and look at him down the back straightaway. 3 and 4 where he's better.
And he just pokes that nose out a little bit more, and that just gives him such a good run off corner exit.
Don't think the 97 won't get involved in this, because he's
been
probably
aggressive.
Going to want to get back onto the lead lap.
Number 4, he's just driving it in so deep and went into some of these
bad exit from the 4.
Yeah. He's got to improve with 1 and 2 if he has a shot at winning the stage. But he is doing a really nice job in 3 and 4.
Don't look now, but if there's an altercation between the leaders, the 51 and the 62 are not too far behind.
Yeah, working through that lap traffic's going to be difficult.
2 laps to go.
2 of them.
I don't know what Ethan's doing, but that is not the way to success. I think that
Kyle Terzak is being hounded down by the number 62 machine of Gavin. And what is Chris Lilly doing?
Chris Lilly is
he's in the pits.
It'd be a strategy call there.
It looked like he was, maybe that was why he was losing so much time. Maybe he was saving some tire, some fuel. Well, definitely it'd be fuel. So he didn't get enough fuel in that car. Does Ethan have enough? He pitted 1.
Chris was
lap.
on 1 fuel.
That's bad.
So Ethan should have enough to make it to the end of the stage here, but only barely.
Yeah, Ethan pitted
and he
1
will
lap
make it
after.
Back.
He will.
And it is chaos behind.
3
It'll
wide.
be Gavin for 2nd. Then it's Kyle Terzak. Esper gets Nebulin, but Nebulin still gets 1 stage point after Chris Lilly's
Ethan is at 1% fuel. Oh my.
So Ethan's strategy worked to perfection.
So Ethan wins the stage, very important for him. Gavin finishes 2nd after chaotic finish to the stage. Terzak is at 3rd. That's good for his playoffs. Esper in his return to ASCA finishing 4th in the stage, and Neb gets 1 stage point.
Good news for Cobalt. Chris did not go a lap down. So Cobalt was that first car lap down. Not too sure on how that works out.
I am curious because there are points for fastest laps. Let's see the current fastest lap, and that'd be well, it's not showing fastest laps currently. Let me see if I can get it.
Is Dur back yet?
Dur? Not sure.
I do.
Chris Lilly currently
he's
has
back.
fastest.
He's slamming his microphone.
He's back.
See if Ethan wants to talk about it.
Yeah, pull him in the booth.
Let's see. I'll just.
Well, first half of this race here is over. I'm telling you what, it has been quite the race.
It's been eventful. There's been amazing battles up at the front of the field.
You know, GD says his race is over. I went from 3 laps down and nearly winning at Dover. So it's not completely over until the checkered flag falls.
So we got a quick break here.
Okay, Ethan is here.
Yeah, just about to say.
If Dirk can unmute him so we can talk about that. Okay, Ethan, congratulations on your stage win. Definitely helps you in the playoffs picture there, even though you're second in points already. So you were at 1% fuel. Was that like by design or just not enough fuel in the car?
I've had a season where I continuously short pit and screw myself, and I honestly thought I did it I thought I did it again here tonight. I didn't think I had enough fuel, but Chris had 3% fuel less than I did. But then at the end, in those last 2 laps, I had to start saving because I was just using too much up. But yeah, we're sitting at 1% right now, so hopefully I can get it back to pit road. But
I don't think the car.
The stage win.
I don't think the car like completely stops moving when you hit 0. I think it just moves.
I don't think it does, but I think you get like really slowed up. So I don't want to lose track position if I can keep it.
Gotta hand it to you. That strategy, just pitting 1 lap after Chris, it paid out big time and got you that stage win.
Yeah, I can't believe I got the stage win. I mean, because I started this race second or third to last. I had to drive all the way up from 14.
Yeah, we called that out. You started 14th and you drove all the way up to 5th by yourself. And with that great strategy call, you earned yourself the stage win. Jumped everybody besides Chris, and he ran out of fuel, basically. So that is a great strategy call on your part and a great drive thus far.
I appreciate it. It feels nice to finally beat Chris at something in this league.
Yeah.
Well, Ethan, you know, like you said, they're started 14th. They're leading right now. Do you feel like that gives you an extra advantage considering now you've been through traffic and you've also now been out in clean air? You get a better feel for how your car feels in both?
I think definitely being the control car, hopefully I can get a decent start and get into turn 1 and avoid all the chaos. I really think that's going to be the crucial part on this restart is just not getting sent into the wall or whatever, getting spun out. Because I feel like this is going to be one of those races where it's, you know, a lot of green flag racing and maybe 1 or 2 pit stops to the end.
Alrighty.
Wishing you the best of luck the rest of the way through. 50 more laps. See what you can do.
Thanks. I'll try to give you guys a show.
All right, man.
All right.
Go have fun.
He's already given us kind of a show already here.
Yeah, it's been one heck of a show between that top 5, really. Chris Sully, of course.
It started off here right at those first about 25 laps. Kind of up till around close to the first pitting there. It was just Gavin and Kyle going back and forth. And then Chris caught up and he put his nose in there. And honestly, I think Chris probably still has one of the best cars out there right now.
I think he has the best car.
But I mean, you don't just go from 14th to 1st by
in a
luck.
Stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ethan's definitely got some power under that motor today.
And the 62 and 51 will be right back in this battle, so we'll see how that shakes up.
Oh. So the race is now 10,000 laps. We're having an endurance race. Okay.
Awesome. ASCA Rolex 24 win. Mackie.
Alrighty, so the pits are open. We're assuming that obviously they're going to pit here. I wonder if Chris is going to pit.
Yeah,
I
it'll
think
be
he will.
interesting. Yeah,
He
it'd
pits.
probably top off though and gain a handful of positions there.
So I'm wondering if he just took fuel just to make it, or like if he took 4 tires of fuel. That's what I did at the end of the ASCA at the end of the New Hampshire stage. What I did. Because if you cross the line and then you pit, you technically can't go a lap down.
Yeah.
And,
Get my
since there's
camera in position.
no rule about not pitting with 1 lap to go in the...
Looks like Ethan will make it out first.
I guess
Kyle
Chris
Terzak.
Lilly must have just gotten a splash just to make it to the end.
Yeah, he didn't even go a lap down. He finished 8th last stage, so I believe he just topped off. Got a little bit of fuel in that puppy and reeled it home to the stage.
Chris, the only driver in the field, the only driver to have won multiple races this year in D2.
It could change today with Ethan. He's already won one, I believe, at Las Vegas it was.
Got a couple of drivers behind him looking to change that, though.
Nebulin.
Well, I think, I don't know. It could just be me from what I've seen here in the first 50 laps, but I think it's a tale of two sides of the track. You know, if you just take a glance here at Worldwide Technology, it looks pretty same here, both corners, but that's, you ask any driver, it is anything but. 1 and 2, you feel like you've probably got, it's a little bit more wider. You feel like you got a little bit more racing room. You're able to maybe do things different. And then 3 and 4 is just tight. You gotta be more perfect down there. You gotta be able to really hit it. And I think I've seen a lot of the drivers today either be good in 1 and 2 or good in 3 and 4, and I've really not seen a driver good in both. Ethan definitely 3 and 4 is his go-to area, but I personally have not seen a guy who is good here in both 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if someone does that, they're going to be the guy to beat, in my opinion.
All right, green flag back out in the air. We're back in the restart zone.
Kyle Terzak is not wasting any time.
They were shoving him.
Neither is Gavin, and the 4 goes way wide,
But
not quite
way
hitting the
up
wall.
track. Bad restart. Nikki is sitting on the apron out of turn 2. What is going on there?
No idea. He's irrelevant.
Damn.
Oh,
Ethan to the
Okay.
inside.
Can he get back to the gas?
Oh,
No,
he
he spins
Ethan!
spins a
out.
little bit too hard.
Around. Back up in front of the
And Esper
field.
hits him.
Esper
Yep.
slams
Esper
into
saves him,
him.
actually.
Yeah, good save by the both of them, but that is costly by Ethan. He gassed it up just a little bit too hard. That is the result. And meanwhile, Nebulin and I believe that is CC go for a little
Oh,
bit of
Nikki
a ride.
left the game.
And CC,
No, he didn't.
he sent
What?
it into the 97. And the 4's going around again. Ethan, it's the inside wall.
Boy, oh boy.
What a
Turn around for
disastrous.
Ethan.
Yeah, what a turnaround, and not a good turnaround at that. Back-to-back laps, he is heading into the inside wall, and he's running into
Oh,
Zach.
Nebulon around as well. Out of 2.
Oh yeah, Nebulin. He's in the grass. He's still not got back up to speed yet.
Now the only benefit there for Ethan is he's been here before. Remember, he started 14th. He's back in 11th now. He made his way up there once. He'll have to do it again to get back in this one. Meanwhile, top 3 is a top 3 we've seen most of today. Kyle, Gavin, and Chris, and they're evenly spaced out into 3 and 4.
And yeah, as you mentioned, Ethan has lots of work cut out to do for him. He's done it before, but he's got to do even more work again. He's had his workload today. Work cut out for him indeed. But there's a 3-way dogfight for the lead.
Oh, man.
And Gavin at the 51 getting physical.
Leaning on each other. Holy cow.
They've been doing this all race with each other. It's just been constant dogfighting for that number 1 spot. Neither of them giving each other a single inch.
Yeah, they've not really wrecked each other fully. So that's a little bit of a benefit, but still, these guys have been going at it. It's been a dogfight.
They've been
And
taking
Nikki
some
has
swings.
returned to the racetrack. I believe he's going to be about 7 laps down here. 8 laps down. My
8
bad.
laps. And Chris Lilly diving in deep, but he's smart enough to back out of it. He's not going to have a good exit.
Yeah,
But they are side by side.
Gavin got back to the gas in time. He'll be into the inside of Kyle in 3 and 4.
So
Will
is
he be
Chris
able to
Lilly.
hold it? Oh boy.
They are leaning on each other. Terzak going to take that spot away again. He does, but look out. Nicky B is in front of the leaders. I don't think he'll do anything, but he's Nicky B. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, Nicky's had a struggling race, and it's just not been his way. I don't think the Halloween cars helped him out. I think it's given him a little bit of the spooks.
Yeah. And 62 gets really physical with the 51 that time.
Oh,
51's in a
man.
really bad corner.
Wow.
What happened there?
Not quite sure. Oh! Kyle Terzak, he does that a lot. He's getting on that apron, and it's really hurting him. And Gavin's letting him go. Interesting. He's going to dive it in.
I don't think he liked that, how that was ran there by Kyle. These 3 battling hard has helped CC catch up quite a bit. Cobalt's trying to as well, but CC definitely catching up to these guys.
Don't look at what Aldery said in the chat.
Leaning for it. Okay.
Chris Lilly giving Gavin a little knock, but Gavin will not concede. He forces Chris to get on that apron. And a guy that we haven't been really talking about is CC. Look at him in P4. He's right there. He's behind the 53, and if something happens, then he could be right into this fight.
If we focus back now to the battle back for, I do believe that is 7th or 8th. Ethan is right now battling for the ace spot. He's trying to start clawing his way back up through the field.
Any slide job, he's not going to get it done. Shadow will be crossing him back over.
You can tell, though, he is faster than these guys here just by how he's running the track. But,
And yeah, he's desperate to work his way up. He's just got to climb the ladder step by step. And meanwhile, we have lap cars getting into each other up the front of the leaders here. Just got to get in the way of Chris Lilly. That's fly away.
Nicky's still in front of these leaders here. He's not really giving these guys any issues. He's staying just enough in front of them.
He's a proven veteran of the Alliance Stock Car Association. He's really good some weeks, and other weeks he's just missing the mark. He's currently 8 laps down due to issues, but if he wasn't, then I think he could be a contender in this race.
Oh man, I think that's Nebulon down there on the inside there. He'll get it back on.
Fact. It's wild how
he had a good start of the race. I ran up top 5 in that first half, but the
he
second
and
half
Ethan,
not been it.
yeah, the second half is just not gone the forward 15's way, unfortunately. That's the way things work out in racing sometimes.
Ethan's about to catch up to a lot of traffic here in 7th.
Lime almost
8th.
got turned by Brandon Delpino, and I don't think Lime's happy about that. Nicky is given the blue flag. And he is racing to 51. He's not giving him a good time. He's gotten several blue flags now, and he is not conceding.
Let's see what he does down here in 3 and 4. Kyle's going to drive it down low. Almost
Nicky
clipped the
B is
apron.
still, yeah, he almost got that apron, which he's done a lot of this night, but he's not doing anything. He's just making the 51s race miserable.
Oh, someone around. That's Lime out of 2 right in front of the leaders here. He'll stay low.
He was battling Brandon Delpino very aggressively. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
I will say this. Now that Kyle's gotten past Nicky, it is clear track for an entire straightaway. So, no lap traffic. So, that could be good here with just 29 laps to go now.
But unfortunately, because of Nicky B, here he comes, the number 62 machine, Gavin Israel. But don't look now. CC, I mentioned him earlier. He is right behind the 53.
Ethan here has made up a position again.
He's just chowing through these guys. There's almost a wreck behind him.
Yeah, the field here's starting to fan out just a tad here, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, it took him a while to get up to the front last time around. Well, actually, it didn't take that long, now I think about it, but the field's just too fanned out right now, I think, for him to really make a dent in catching up with these guys.
Oh, Gavin sets it in deep. They're both sliding.
Oh, man, Nicky almost got into the back of Gavin.
Oh, he does give him a little bump. And I don't think Nicky's a little bit too happy about it, but he's on the apron. But he gets it Chris Lilly's way. Here comes CC. He hits the wall.
Oh,
but 53
man.
makes more contact. CC, he's looking to the inside now. He's using that lap car. Nicky B has a pick. He's looking for the 3rd place spot to get on the podium. And he is door to door. Gotta think he'll use him up a little bit here. He's on that apron. It's not good. He's gonna try to use up Chris Lilly. And they make contact. He's gonna save it. What is Chris Lilly doing? He oversent that big time.
And CC had to adjust because of that, not to get into the back of the line.
Yeah, Lime is unfortunately 2 laps down. Oh, and CC makes hard contact with him that sends 17 into the wall. But you gotta do what you gotta do. He's the lapper, and you're battling for third place here. I don't think Lime's too happy.
Focusing back up front, these two leaders now have kind of cleared away from everybody else. The lap traffic's still about half a straightaway ahead. Gavin's got to start trying to reel in Kyle as we're closing in to closer and closer to 20 laps to go on this one.
But you also got to think about the strategy because we aren't far away from pit stops, and yeah, you might think about what Ethan did last stage because it could come down to the very last lap.
Yeah, I always want to
And
point that out with all the
44
leaders.
pits and gets a drive-through penalty.
That'd be the number. Yeah, that'd be fly away. Just not been a good race for him, and it's just going to get even worse with that added penalty.
Oh,
Also,
I'm-
OGC is not happy with Nikki B.
I keep watching Ethan because I'm very intrigued on this little battle here. He's got there 2 cars in front of him. Will spin now. That's Cobalt and Lime. That is a position for Brandon as he gets back Cobalt. But I'm telling you, I would not count him out now. They are those actually 3 guys right now. Brandon, Cobalt, and Ethan are catching up to the front guys right now, lap after lap.
Yeah, CC and Chris are not that far down the road compared to them. And the 97 slings it into the corner. 4 with a great exit. We've seen that all night from Ethan.
Gotta think. Back to that. Cobalt is on the lead lap because Chris did not get put down a lap after pitting on the final lap. So that
And
really
yeah,
benefited
due to
him.
that, yeah, it's really
Less-
benefited him. He's
less
6
than-
now.
20 laps to go now.
I think this one could come down to the wire.
Kyle did not get through 1 and 2 well at all and checked up. Gavin had to check up himself, went straight up into the wall, lost a bit of time.
Now he's got to get around the 18. He does. But yeah, 62 has lost a ton of time due to this.
Yo, so who's winning the race?
That'd be Kyle Turzak,
I don't know who that is.
number 51, inside lane, buddy.
Oh, inside lane. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's less than 20 laps to go currently. Gavin Israel trying to get around this number 18 machine of Zach and NASCAR. And the 18 is just going to concede. He's a lapper.
44 have another issue.
44 having a bad race. Not sure what he did, but Turzak is pitting.
Turzak,
Yep.
yeah, he's coming into the pits.
Starting the final group of pit stops, it will be our leader Kyle. And this ought to be good here. We'll see here who comes in next. Who will come in the latest?
Get your popcorn ready because I think this one could shake out to be a big one.
It's all going to be... Remember how big of a lead Chris had over Ethan after the last round? Oh, Gavin was trying to get down to the pits.
Oh my.
Got it just a little. He rebounded better than I think he could have, but still.
Chris and Nikki are side by side. Nikki's been really aggressive with these lead lappers. The 61 gets sent by the 18 up into the wall.
Okay, so
So what's really going to be interesting
Kyle's
is where
out.
the 62 comes out in terms of where the
51 did.
51 is. He's coming out now.
yeah, this is...
Oh, so that's big.
It's going to be interesting. I think he will be in front of him.
It's going to be very close here.
That's a lot of time he
Yeah.
gained.
He
Like
gained
I-
a big... Yeah, he gained big time.
Like
Oh.
I said. We saw how
Oh,
big
But
of a
he
lead
did
Chris
also
had.
cut the...
Meanwhile, Ethan is putting pressure on the number 97 machine at Cobalt.
And we
Maybe
had a
Mr.
big
Dylan Fox.
incident here on the front straightaway here. Lime got up on his side. He hit Cobalt so hard out of 4. Absolutely doored him off the corner.
Cobalt, he almost turned the 4 dead into the wall. And he gets around it because of it, but the 4 is going to use that wall riding advantage to get right back onto his back bumper.
Drivers have been warned about using the access road correctly.
Ethan is not happy. He sent it in on the 97. Both in the wall. Kyle Turzak right behind.
Yeah, Kyle was like, hey guys, calm down, calm down.
Yeah,
CC's gonna
because
fit here.
with Nikki doesn't matter though. Kyle Turzak, he's going to the inside of the number 97. This is crucial.
You gotta be
They are
getting new
3,
tires. Almost 4 wide.
they're both in the wall. Kyle Turzak has to gas it up, but those guys getting the wall right advantage. Looks like Ethan's going to be peeling off into the pit lane here. So is Brandon Del Pino, very late pit. So is Dylan Fox.
No!
Dylan Fox cuts him, and Ethan is set back onto the track, and that is disastrous for the number 4.
10 laps to go now. Chris Lilly is still out there on the track, probably learning from his past mistakes. As now he's coming into pit.
Yeah, he's peeling off now.
Will he learn from his past mistakes?
I don't think Esper's pitted yet.
He's got CC going by right now, and then
Esper's
Gavin.
staying out.
So this is going to be close.
Going to be a Chris Lilly win.
I don't think anybody wants to see that. Not after this.
Man, oh man.
90% of our viewers have changed the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
there goes,
the
yeah.
53 is exiting the pits.
Yep, top it off with fuel. Get him to the end.
I think he's got it in hand.
Trying to see where second place is at. And second place is, I
That'd be
think, the CC.
Yeah, me too.
He's
I believe
just in
that
front of
is.
Gavin, and that is an entire straightaway back. So bearing a caution, I think, or something drastic happening. Now remember, I know that was more laps, but Chris almost ran out of fuel, and the strategy bit him in the butt for the stage. He was barely in pit road there. I mean, I know there's only a handful of laps, but.
This is just shaking out to be quite an interesting finish.
Currently Brand the leader, but we believe that he still needs to pit.
Yeah, I don't think he's pitted yet. He's still in control. I just don't know if he's got enough time. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about Chris catching him, but
I mean, I think he's either gonna win the race or run out of fuel trying.
I mean, yeah, he's got over. Let's see where Chris is at here. Chris is down now out of 2. He is midway through 3 and 4. He could save a lot coming to 5 laps.
yeah, I think he needs to save just a little bit more.
Man, he's got to really save. I can't see him make it all the way.
We can't see their fuel.
No, we can't, but we can
But
only
if I had to
assume.
imagine, it's under 10% right now.
Yeah.
The thing's going to be beeping. And he's not really letting off much.
See the 18 peel off? Yeah, he's not really letting off much. That's what makes me worried for him.
I think he is letting off, but you can't really hear it.
He's letting off, but it's just on the straightaways. Yeah, it looks like he's limping a little on the straightaways.
We'll
But
see
lap
what
by
the leaders
lap,
do.
it's gonna be so close. Oh, he's looking to the inside? Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna peel off. He's gonna keep it on the track.
At this point, you make it this far, might as well try it. Esper's been in the top 6, 7 most of this
High risk,
race.
high reward. He's got 3 laps left.
Oh, you can tell he's absolutely saving a lot down the front straightaway.
Lead last time was 8.8. Lead this time 8.9. I don't. I think lap
Definitely
traffic.
some inconsistencies with the timing system.
Oh,
the
Nicky.
67's around.
67 is going to try to cause a caution
We
here.
have 2 laps to go. Esper, whose last start, I believe, was season 3, which was said by Commander earlier. He
Yeah,
just got signed to this ride a few
67
days ago.
is definitely attempting to bring out an LCI caution here to ruin the race. But here we
it
go.
Yeah, this is it. Turns 3
One
and 4.
more lap. Can
He's
Brant
got a white flag in his sights.
win in his debut?
His last start was in
Oh,
season
boy.
3. Can Esper make it 4 more corners to take his checkered flag, his first ever, and in his first ever start since season 3? Can he do it? He is limping hard. He is saving every
He's got it.
ounce of gas. He's in 3.
He can coast from
He's
here.
in 4.
He can coast from here.
He can coast it.
Wow.
He will take
wins it.
here at Gateway. He plays spoiler and wins. Days after being signed to that ride, he scores the victory. Unbelievable turn of events.
I think he may have just ran out now. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He rolled the dice perfectly.
So it is his first National Series victory. He does have 2 Cup Series wins, but Esper claims the victory, and the first for Oceanic Addicted Racing. Team's been struggling.
Gotta imagine Dick is really happy with that.
They're dead last in the drivers in the team standings, and now
they have a race winner.
Boy, oh boy, wow, that was. I'm very surprised that that
he is
worked
at
out.
2% fuel apparently.
Unbelievable. Second was Chris Lilly. We thought he had this in the bag, but man, Esper did a phenomenal job of conserving that fuel and limping that car home. Number 87 Physic on the machine, as I said, just signed to Oceanic Addicted Racing. They're dead last in the team points, and they have a race winner now. And then it was Gavin third. That'll round out your podium, and then it'll be CC taking home 4th. Ethan with 5th. That's unbelievable. Cobalt 6th. 7th, Brandon William, which is Brandon Delpino. 8th, Inside Lane, which is disappointing finish for him really after the race he had. Nikki B, 9th somehow. I don't know if that's accurate. Dunn, 10th. And then Flyaway will be 11th. Shadowy Bolt, 12th. Zach NASCAR, 13th. 14th, Nebulum Discovery. 15th, Lime Snatcher. 16th, GDH. And 17th, we got Mikey.
Mikey Claus.
Mackie Claus.
See if we can get Brant in here.
Gotta imagine he's happy.
He's in race officials currently.
What a finish.
What a race. I think we all thought that Chris Lilly had this one in the bag, but little did we know Esper was just, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, get burn photo.
I didn't know if he... I mean, the way he did that, I thought maybe he might have pitted earlier. Like, he just took a splash and then went, but I don't know. I guess he saved 50 laps of fuel.
We'll have to talk to him, find out.
Interesting enough, the first half was more chaotic than the second half, really.
Yeah, there's lots more beating and banging for the first position. I mean, you saw Gavin and Kyle Terzak going at it, taking swing after swing, corner by corner. Chris Lilly, Ethan, all of them were up there. And then unbelievable turn of events in the second half of this race. We all thought we were going to have the misery of seeing another Chris Lilly win. It would have been his 4th of the season. But instead, we get a huge surprise out of Esper, who plays spoiler. I'd imagine that will get him on. take a look at fastest laps. And of course, Chris Lee held on to it.
I don't.
Well, here in Madison, Illinois, the Casino Queen's about 5 minutes away. If I'm Esper, I'm already a betting man. I've already won tonight. Might as well go and head over there, see when I could win.
Yeah, with that gamble, you might see him at casino later tonight.
I mean, he did build the track, so I call rigged. I'm just kidding.
But you know what a story. His first start since season 3. His first ever win. Comes back and does this. I think he had the smartest strategy out of anybody today. Ethan had a great strategy in the first half of this race, but man. And he is burning it down.
The bad news. I don't think